Woohoo! A wild boat guy appears. Dun 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 dun. Well, I had an alright back workout today. Skit in it and get in it, man. What else can you do? Sardine addiction. That's the chuddiest thing ever. As long as it's not freaking chicken of the sea, dude. As long as it's not the chicken of the sea brand. I think that's the one brand that they're like, yo, don't get that brand. It's like, yeah, sardines are good, just not chicken of the sea, dude. Sardines are already cheap. Got to get the creme de la creme a little bit. Yeah, chicken of the sea is like, and that's the kind I was getting too, because my mom was doing my shopping back then, and I was like, yeah, these aren't so bad. But then just one day randomly, there was like a stringy piece, and I was like, wait a second, this is gnarly. I've had some good times with canned oysters. That reminds me of my parents' New Year's Eve parties they used to throw back in the day. Crackers, cream cheese, and canned oysters. Let's go. Ramen and canned sardines. Let's go. Salty. Man, I've been watching the John Adams miniseries, and it's got me feeling some type of way. It has got me feeling some type of way, dude. Feeling that Mogger energy. Ooh, I can feel it coming back again. Ooh, well, I think today's supposed to be the last rainy day, so that's what I'm hoping for. I ordered Donkey Kong 64 for Nintendo 64. I mean, I already had a copy once. That was the first. It came with my Nintendo 64. I got the special see-through green N64, and it came with DK64. So I got the expansion pack that you need to play it in there already. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna play Donkey Kong 64 again because I've been watching a lot of videos about it, and I always liked that game, dude. There's a lot of haters online. They're like, "Oh, it's too much. There's too many collectibles. Less is more." It's like, bro, it's the most epic freaking collectathon platformer ever. Growing up playing that, it's probably why I'm such a freaking mogger in my brain. I took the time. I never really beat Mario 64. I've played it a few times, but I just never really got that far in it. But that's definitely the classic. And then people say DK64 is like a ripoff of Banjo Kazooie. I never really played Banjo Kazooie, but I had a friend who I watched play it back in the day. These games go way back, dude. It's crazy. It's like back when my family lived in a trailer. That's right. I used to live in a trailer. It wasn't in a trailer park, though. It actually had a lot of private property. Living in a trailer on a bunch of private property is kind of based. Literally never voted in my life. Had a solid back workout today. Dude, I don't know, man. I'm so much stronger, I feel like, on dumbbell rows. Like when you rest your hand on a bench in row, one dumbbell at a time. Feels like I'm way stronger on that than I am on bent over barbell rows. But maybe not. I've had that pinched nerve thing, so I want to make sure I don't like jerk when I'm doing the bent over barbell rows, so I do like less weight, but I was doing it with like a 65-pound dumbbell, and I felt like that was too light. I could do a 65-pound dumbbell for like shit, 15, 20 reps probably. I needed to go heavier. But yeah, not doing the pull down still. Lots of rows. I love the bent over dumbbell rear delt flies. That's good shit. Couple sets of farmer's carries. Got up to like 215 on trap bar deadlifts. Real just like non-impressive shit. But you know, I'm doing more reps, like 8 reps. 8 reps at 205, 8 reps at 215. But I'm really not going very hard on the deadlifts. Just trying to make sure my spine's in good health. And then I do the back extensions. I found I haven't really needed weight on those lately. I just really like hyperextend at the top, hold the top position. Pretty solid day. Man, there's this girl at the gym. She wears these thick-rimmed glasses, and then she's got her hair in a ponytail. Dude, that's a really good combo. And then she's wearing yoga pants. I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to get accused of, you know, creeping on girls at the gym, but I'm just saying, dude, she's got the ponytail, thick black-rimmed glasses, and then the yoga pants. It's just hold up. Okay. Yeah, I'm progressing all right, man. I still got the pinched nerve. I told myself I didn't want to talk about it, as long as I'm not, like, complaining and negative about it, but it's more than a pinched nerve, dude. It's like a knot thing. I'll show you guys what I do for it lately. This shit's painful, dude. If I ever get, like, 2 people... If I can find 2 people, I can recreate this thing that I saw on a short on YouTube. So the guy pushes down with his fist like as hard as he can on the trap. So I try to emulate that with this cane. And I'll know it's in the right spot if it hurts. Dude, it like hurts my eye when I get it on the right spot. But after I do this, like really intensely... Like the more pain I put up with this, the more benefit I get from it. It's really not that bad right now, man. I feel like I'm really close to working this shit out. Okay. So I push down really hard. Like as hard as I can, dude. This is like really intense. And then put your chin down. And then you move your head away from it. Oh! Yeah, and then it feels like pretty good after I do that. It's supposed to like help you slide the nerve out of the position. But man, once I can go back to how back day was, I mean, bro, I can do like 12 pull-ups for my first set. Then maybe 8 to 10. Then, like, what I do for the pull-downs and pull-ups, I do sets of pull-ups until I can't do over 6. Then I move to the pull-downs and do a weight that I can do for, like, 8 to 10. Like, 8 reps is, like, the sweet spot. But you never know exactly how many reps you're gonna get. That's a rabbit hole. So way back in the day, I used to do these cleans, but you do it without the squat. You see a lot of bros do it. And at a certain point, I felt guilty because I was like, oh, a real clean or a real power clean is when you clean it up and then you squat down with it. But it's either a hang power clean or a power hang clean. A power hang clean is the technical term for just doing the clean and just doing like a little baby squat, but you don't do a full squat. I used to do those in like high school, early 20s. That shit gets your traps really sore, and it kind of gets your forearms and your biceps sore too. I found doing those like decently heavy, really good for your traps, your biceps, and your grip. So I might switch to doing those instead of deadlifts at all. And then, yeah, I was doing more weight on the barbell rows. When I could jerk it a little bit, I was moving up past 135. Now I'm down at like 120. But I find that the weight isn't the most important thing, guys. If you get sore, you know you're doing something right. I got up to 185 pounds on squats for sets of like 6 to 7. But I didn't feel like the form was like perfect yet. So I dropped back down to like 170. And I only got up to 170 pounds on my squats last leg session. And I was a little embarrassed. Some skinny Chad guy or slender, tall Chad guy on the bench press was repping 185. Like more than I was squatting. But you just got to do what you got to do, man. I was getting sets of like 8 to 10 with 170. But with like perfect form. And my quads got sore. My hamstrings have been getting sore. I dialed in the RDL technique. I do it with dumbbells. I find that doing the RDLs with dumbbells just kind of seems to work pretty good. And ultimately, chest day, chest shoulder day, and leg day are pretty much the same as they were before the injury. But I'm pretty happy with today's back day, dude. It's not the end of the world if you can't do pull-ups and pull-downs. It's annoying, but we'll get there. The connection is eating some shit right now. I apologize for that. I have some days where the connection's not so bad. Yeah, well, dude, that just means that you're a bigger guy. I am not getting discouraged, brah. You can't discourage me, brah. You should work out, though. Everybody should work out, bro. Because I'll tell you what, lifting weights, how much weight you lift, it's not what it's all about. You want the abs, you want the aesthetics, you want to be lean and mean. Had a little cheat day today, but I mean, I'm already like somewhat lean, not like crazy lean, but if I feel like eating something, I freaking do it, man. Checking out some new eating spots. I feel like the girl there was kind of rude, whatever. We chud on, chuddies. So I put an offer in on a game on eBay. It sucks when you find a game, you're like, dude, I want to play that game, and then it's like rare. Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo for GameCube. Dude, I don't know how I've never heard of this game, man. It's right up my alley. It's like one of those quirky, weird games. Reminds me of like Mr. Domino or Mr. Mosquito. Chibi Robo, dude. You're like this little robot and you just like do chores around the house and you have to like plug yourself in before you run out of batteries. But it's kind of an expensive game. Probably shouldn't get sucked into this shit right now, but I totally made a super lowball offer. This guy was asking 130, but you can make an offer. I offered $100. He's probably not going to accept it, though. He's probably not going to accept it. Chuddy Robo! Wait, did you actually play that? Or are you just like Chud posting? Chibi Robo, yeah, dude. It looks like an awesome game. That's like exactly the kind of games I like. It just looks like it's a chill game. And then I ordered Donkey Kong 64. That was only $20. I should still have my original copy, but I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, a lot of people say that's their favorite. It looks like a really awesome game. It's expensive though, dude. So I doubt this guy will accept my offer. There's also one that people are bidding on right now. And that's still under $100. Ends in a day and 5 hours. So I'm going to watch this bidding war. See if I can snag that. It's rare, dude. That game goes for like a lot of money online. You know, like for like if you have the box and everything, like $200, 170 to $200. I'm trying to buy just like a loose disc copy and exactly, dude. I want to go to the cozy world. Maybe I'll stream it. Maybe I will stream it, but I'll tell you what, Chuds, when the connection's like this, I don't know how cozy that stream would be. What I really could stream is Donkey Kong 64, because I know that game like the back of my hand, dude. I've beat Donkey Kong 64 probably like 4 times at least. It's a long game, dude, and all these people online are like talking shit about it and nitpicking it. Fucking love Donkey Kong 64. Sweet, dude. So I'm watching this John Adams series. I'm like 4 episodes deep. I'm getting some epiphanies, guys. Like, I don't want to gloat too much about being related to Moggy Adams, but it's really like, it's like I'm getting tuned into something, man. It just feels like I'm getting tuned in. It's like Lion King shit, like remembering who I am. And he had a really amazing relationship with his wife, bro. He had an amazing relationship with his wife. His wife was incredibly intelligent. And she kind of like oversaw his speeches and whatnot. They had a really ahead of the curve relationship. They were ahead of the curve on slavery. They were anti-slavery, dude. And then what I never really put together is like, yeah, bro, John Adams, he was an ambassador in France, and he didn't like France because they were degenerate. Dude, the show is like seriously a trip, man. The show is it's just so educational, you know, because I remember I was learning about this part of history when I was in like 7th grade, you know, when you don't really give a shit about school. But yeah, he was an ambassador to France. And they're just showing how degenerate France was, kind of. Like, the men wore powdered makeup. And it was just showing stuff about, like, the liberal Enlightenment values. And as far as, like, Enlightenment thinkers go, John Adams kind of wasn't one. He was more in line with the law. And then people are like, oh, the United States is cucked because it got rid of its monarchy. Well, Britain was an oppressive monarchy. Maybe you'd want to go back and say the United States should have set up a monarchy of their own. I mean, one way or another, they wanted to get away from the British crown. But maybe they should have established a monarchy of their own. And it's almost like what they're hinting at, just showing like how France was, because, you know, the French Revolution, they were revolutionary thinkers. That was influential on the American Revolution. I mean, they say that the Illuminati was basically behind the French Revolution. And it kind of just showed the degeneracy of these Enlightenment values. And Abigail Adams was talking about how, like, the plays, it's like, I've never seen public displays of romance like that. And it's just showing these uptight Puritans getting all kind of like disoriented by this more liberal way of life. And John Adams was a revolutionary, guys. And what people point out is that he got soldiers off on trial who were the British soldiers who killed people in the Boston Massacre. And they'll say that about John Adams, like he was this cuck for the establishment. He was a lawyer. He was very serious about the law. And yeah, he basically, that was his job, to get those guys off, and he won. But he did end up realizing that a revolution was necessary. It's like he was opposed to the radicals in the revolution, but him being this logical, intellectual man of the law realized, like, it is fully in line with justice for us to rebel against the British crown. Fucking revolutionary blood, boys. And it's got me just wanting to go on these rants. This fucking system, as far as I can tell, is basically designed to weed intelligent white men out of it. And I've basically been denied of my birthright. But I'm not going to sit here and bitch about it, bro. Like, I'm feeling pretty confident, boys. I'm feeling pretty confident lately. Sorry about that last stream, Duke. I remember you were there. I streamed on Halloween. My fucking dad came through. He was like driving around, and he ended up driving through, and he said some shit that kind of like bummed me out. So I was in a bad mood, but dude, watching this John Adams shit is like, I'm feeling pretty locked in, man. I'm not bumming on the success of the channel right now. You know, obviously, like, we're not exactly balling, but what happens to men who fail with women? That's doing good. There's no advertising on that. They wouldn't fucking let me advertise it. Yesterday, 260 views on a video from yesterday. We're doing the thumbnails. We're doing the fucking GoPro. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. But yeah, I should not have gone to public school, bro. And I basically shouldn't have grown up in Kodiak. And it's hard for me to express those kind of thoughts without sounding snobby. I have a birthright, boys. I have a birthright, and best believe Mogging John Adams was setting his kids up. He fucking put his kids into Harvard, bro. He put his kids through Harvard. He's telling John Quincy Adams, who was also president. I really identified more with John Quincy Adams because he's the one who had the beef with the Freemasons. John Quincy Adams got into it with the Freemasons, dude. And when he lost the election, he was pointing out how he lost to a Freemason, and one of his friends he thought was killed by Freemasons. That means we're fucking related, dude. That means that we're fucking related. Howdy, cousin. Dude, it takes a little bit. But by the time you get through the third episode, you're like, yo, this shit is like making me fucking smarter, dude. Like that. And yeah, for me, we all got things to be proud of, boys. But I'm really feeling it, like, and it can sound like a black pill rant, but it's not, dude. Like, It's a black pill rant when you don't believe it. I really believe it, dude. I really believe I was denied my birthright. And it's not my parents' fault. But I shouldn't have gone to a public school. I shouldn't have grown up in Kodiak. I belonged at Berklee College of Music. It makes sense for me to get into a fucking school like Berklee College of Music. But, you know, I mean, should have graduated. But it's too expensive. Too expensive, man. Mike Mangini wrote me a scholarship recommendation letter. It would have been great if I would have got a scholarship. I was the kind of person who could have used it, but I think there's a lot of things I could have did other than being a musician as well. But yeah, I don't want to just sit here and smell my own farts. It's just like, dude, these rants, these clips of me in the past, you know, that are used against me, where it sounds like I'm snobby or whatever, bro. It's like, yeah, I didn't say it in the right way, but it's based off of the truth, man. I really did get treated like shit in Kodiak. I shouldn't have went to public school. I shouldn't have grown up there. I descend from fucking intellectual revolutionaries, bro. Founding fathers. I fucking descend from founding fathers, man. And I was born to, like, lead, man. I do still have energy. We're still fucking going for it, boys. Don't want to be weird about it. Just, my dad can really, like, fuck with my mood, dude. It wasn't even a bad visit. When my dad visited, like, 90% of it was good. But I mentioned something about, like, maybe wanting to go back to school. And he just said some insensitive shit about it, you know? And it hurt my feelings, bro, because I'm not so confident in the going back to school plan either. But it's just a non-thing, dude. If I figure out how to take classes online, maybe take 3 classes the first semester, and it's whatever, dude. Like, I study in my spare time. I study for fun. I think the main thing is I just need to not care too much about the grades. Like, if I want to take a lot of classes at once, you know, maybe I'll half-ass it a little bit, get a fucking C or a B. It's like, oh, I got a C. What does that mean? Does it mean I'm fucking stupid? Like, who cares about grades, dude? Most of my grades at UNLV was like B's and A's. I got a lot of A's and B's. It bothered me when I got fucking B's, dude. I was like, but why? Who cares? School's kind of bullshit. School can kind of be bullshit. I got better grades in, like, science classes than I did in paper classes. I did better in the harder English class. Dude, in the harder final required English class, I got an A. And in the English class before that, I got a fucking B. A sweetie was my teacher in the lower English class and gave me a B. And a fucking man was in the higher English class and gave me an A. It's just like, I'm just saying, dude, get your fucking degree, try your best, but don't drive yourself insane over your grades, bro. Like, it's really not. By just being my best self, dude. By just being confident, like. The point is, you guys, my worst moments, I mean, I feel like a lot of the clips that are used against me aren't even really that bad. I'm saying shit that's based on reality, bro. I was denied my birthright. I was meant to lead. I was meant to have a high stake in society. Now, making it relevant to everybody else, because I don't want to just smell my own farts. Your value comes from who you are, bros, not from what you do. Now, high value men are absolutely capable of doing amazing things, but despite what this fucking slave society wants to tell you, a society that probably stole your birthright as well. Sounds like you got a birthright, Duke. You know, if you got family working for fucking whatever you said, like CBS or Fox News, I mean, basically, guys, I'm just going to pull the Chosen channel card. If you found my channel, then there's something special about you, dude. If you're not here just because you're fucking getting paid by Intrepid to harass me, like, if you're legitimately here, You're here for a reason, boys. So even if you're a chud right now, even if you're not like doing big things, you're valuable. You're valuable. And just coolly and calm. But what you do doesn't decide your fucking value, man. And if you never amount to shit in the world, you're still valuable. And you are always valuable. This society is actively working. This is my royal fucking scepter, dude. This society is actively working to oppress you and to deny you of your birthright, bro. But we're not playing the victim. I'm not bitching. It's a fucking fact. Sometimes you can speak a fact and they'll be like, oh, you're complaining. It's like, no, you unironically stole my birthright from me. But you know what? I'm going to get it back. I'm fucking getting it back. And it's crazy how important, like, working out is, bro. I was thinking about bench press. You're telling me, Dylan, like, oh, I benched 225 the other day. Well, you know what? My dad, in his peak, my dad's a little taller than me, but really, he's got longer arms. Like, I should definitely be able to... I was supposed to be making all kinds of gains, dude. Like, once this nerve thing goes away, it's gain city, bro. My dad in his prime could rep 225 for, like, 6 to 8 reps, I think. Most of my time working out with my dad, he was already in his, like, late 40s and 50s. So I think my dad could bench 225, probably for, like, a set of 10 in his prime. I will at least get there, and I don't see why I couldn't surpass that, but... I do want to be an MMA fighter. I do want to, like, be quick, you know. I mean, shit, dude. Ryan Garcia, he probably can't fucking bench 225. We'd fucking whip the shit out of people, though. Maybe. I don't know. But it's interesting. Like, I think George St. Pierre could bench, like, 315. Which is, I mean, that's fucking strong if you ask me, but, you know. It's not all about lifting weights. Yeah, dude, so you're a big, strong guy. But, dude, I was watching this guy. What's his channel called? He did 315 for like 100 reps, dude. Not at once, but like 10 sets of 10 with 315. It's like, holy fuck. That makes me feel so insignificant. Well, yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to be thicking up and making gains. And I'll tell you what, man, that video I made yesterday where it's like, hey, if people are calling Wes Watson... And it's funny that I said, oh, I don't think Intrepid gives a shit about Wes Watson. Dude, they're trying to give him the treatment right now. This fucking guy is all over his ass. What's this channel? And he's pointing out that people are pranking his mom. And they're making fun of him in fucking Reddit. And I just don't really think that, like, what he's saying is that cringe.
There's a whole group of weirdos on the internet and play on their computer all day that make videos about jacked, tattooed studs, and they think they're men. Oh my God, look at the videos of these people. Look at these people. Oh my God. Oh my God. No way this is real. We're in the Twilight Zone, you guys.
He's right. He's right, dude. And this guy, John Bravo Films, he's posting that clip like it's embarrassing. He's posting that clip like it's embarrassing. Like, yeah, you know, he's cocky as shit, but I agree with everything he fucking said. We're in the fucking Twilight Zone. Like, he's right, dude.
God, no way this is real. We're in the Twilight Zone, you guys.
Dude, I'm watching these people pull the shit they did on me. I'm watching them pull the shit that they did on me to Wes Watson. It's like, you know what, bro? Good. You're overplaying your fucking hand. Wes Watson is not a lol cow, dude. Maybe he's, like, kind of making an ass of himself, but a lol cow is like fucking Cyrax, bro. I mean, and I felt bad for Cyrax at times. I wish people would fucking leave Cyrax alone. I wish people would leave Cyrax alone, dude. I don't like seeing anybody get bullied, but how far have we fucking come from Cyrax to Wes Watson? Fuck that guy. Like, I don't think Wes Watson has any reason to be embarrassed about what he's saying, bro. And I'm not like big prison guy covered in tattoos, like, oh, give me the address, give me the address. It's a little, I mean, Wes Watson's kind of getting worked over, but this shit's fucking pathetic, dude. And I'm looking at the comments in this video. A lot of these are throwaway sock accounts. It's like, I don't know, man. Maybe Wes Watson did piss off the wrong people. I feel like these people are on all over the internet, dude. They have ambassadors in the fitness industry. They have ambassadors in the live streaming community. They got ambassadors in the music community. They got their fucking eyes and ears in these different parts of the internet. And try playing God a song with your drums. I play drums a lot, dude. I'm feeling pretty good about the drums lately. I'm starting to sound like Donald Trump. I play the best drums. We have the best drums.
Try playing God a song with your drums drum.
Do we love our drums, people? We have the best drums. I am the best at the drums. And I will continue to do absolutely nothing but the best on my drums. I was thinking about, yo, check this out. Rip to my monetization for this video. What's the song called? I want to do another Venetian Snares transcription. A shorter one, though. I just want to transcribe the end of this song, dude. This shit goes hard. This must not be it. Is this not it? Hold up. Let me figure out what this song is called. Oh, I think it's this one. Samazmar Madar. It's creepy in the beginning. This part's creepy in the beginning. Ugh, I hate that sound. In it. Shit, I could probably learn that by ear. That doesn't even really sound that hard. But I've been doing a lot of D&B stuff. Thinking about making more drumming shorts. More drum shorts. I like doing the drum covers of like the obscure emo stuff, dude. I had a couple of covers on this channel, like the Number One Gun, that From First to Last song. This Day and Age. Dude, I like just covering those like obscure emo songs. It's not like crazy hard, but it's like kind of cool drum parts. And there will be drums to be had, Sharding. We will be drumming. Live, I gotta tell you, dude, live stream drums is like, I don't really get it. Some people do very well with it, and I did it for a while. I was 7 Stroke Guru. I live streamed drums on Twitch. But I'll do the drum covers. I'll like, you know, make some shit off stream, upload it. I mean, I'm sure down the line we could do a live drumming stream, but it's like the kind of songs that are interesting to hear, you can't really just do it on the spot. And then people think it's a thing. It's like, whoa, he's playing Dream Theater without having ever heard it. Like, it doesn't really work that way, dude. I don't care how good you are. Like, if a song is like 7/8, 5/8, 5/4, 7/4, 9/4, like if it's changing time signatures and it's got polyrhythms, you can't, like, unless you're fucking psychic. If you're like, unless you're psychic, dude, you cannot play a song like that without having heard it before, without having fucking practiced it to some extent. I mean, maybe you could get the music for it and sight read it on stream, but what happens is people just start requesting hard songs, and then they want you just play it on the spot, and it's just kind of bullshit, dude. But yeah, we're going to do some drums. Ricky Diggle. Speaking of drums, seems like things are slowing down over here. I might go play drums like in 8 minutes from now. So, wrapping it up, Chuddaroos. But yeah, man, I do recommend the John Adams miniseries. You know, even if you're not like, whoa, that's my freaking ancestor. It just feels like it'll make you appreciate history. It feels like you're learning about history, and that might have been the peak of human intelligence, bro. Because that was before the Industrial Revolution. Like right around the time of the American Revolution, that was before the Industrial Revolution. And that was the downturn. That was the decline after the Industrial Revolution. And so when people are like, oh, democracy's cucked, democracy's the problem, I have an idea of what the problem might really be, dude. But I'm not allowed to say it on stream. It's like, you know, in a republic or a democracy, people vote. And let's just say the kind of people who used to be able to vote is different than it is now. Like, back in the days of the early United States Republic, a certain people were voting, and now other people are voting. And it's like, oh, well, now that these other people are voting, now it's... Yeah. Now that these other people are voting, now maybe things have gone downhill a little bit. But now I'm not putting my foot down and guaranteeing that the republic is better than a monarchy. But liberty, freedom, they're not such bad things, man. I'm still kind of trying to make my mind up. I'm not so certain either way. Either way, this kitchen's not the same without you. A grill is a grill. This is surely so. And fries will be fries either way. This kitchen's not the same without you. Money, 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 money. Yeah, fucking money. Dude, here's something kind of scary. There's this guy who's come up with a system to predict elections. And apparently he's been right like every time. Apparently he's predicted like the last 10 elections or some shit. He says Kamala's going to win. He says Kamala's going to win, dude. And it would be the first time that he was wrong if she doesn't. So just keep that in mind with the results. If Kamala wins, like basically this fucking guy predicted it. And he's predicted all the elections for like the last 10 elections. Kamala. He does it based off of values. Like he has some sort of a system to look at values, and whichever president has these particular values is who he predicts to win. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's because of, you know, people burning freaking ballot booths and mail-in ballots and all this kind of horse shit that's going on. We gotta be prepared regardless of who wins, y'all. I don't have my emotional stake wrapped up in it. Yeah, I'm a little less conspiratorial when it comes to right versus left at this point. I'm just kind of circling back around to these freaking Democrats, dude. Dude, my uncle said something hardcore. I saw my uncle when my dad was here. And my uncle's like a hardcore Trump supporter now. And we were talking about the January 6th insurrection. I was like, yeah, that was all like a psyop. Those people had FBI handlers. He's like, you know what? All I'm going to say is like, if 100 NASCAR fans can fucking take over this country, then fuck this country. He's like, if it only takes a couple hundred NASCAR fans to overthrow this country, then fuck this country. It's like, damn, that was hardcore. It's my bald uncle, dude. He went bald young, and he was a Chad, but he's fucking 6 feet. He's like 6 feet tall. If only! Told you, man, if I could choose between hair and height, I'd be tall. I'd choose height and be bald. NASCAR Chatties. Yeah, 20 million more illegals is the end of America, dude. I'm up for the challenge, boys. Whatever's coming in this country, whatever happens, I'm feeling remoralized. I'm feeling centered. The video I made about all the spiritual practice didn't really get that many views. I'll just let y'all know I'm not really doing everything in that video. Like, some of it stuck. Some of it... That's a lot of shit. That's a lot of stuff that I recommended. I do some Qigong every day. Every morning I do the Weaver's Web exercise. That has stuck. And then the meditation I do lately is you stare at an object. Just find some random thing, like a pen. Just something that doesn't mean anything and just stare at it for like maybe 5 minutes. That's the kind of meditation I've been doing lately. That shit's good. But yeah. Some things will stick, some things won't. We already won, but we're going to win even harder, baby. We're going to win even harder. Now we're just finding the Easter eggs. Dude, I want to play Chibi Robo. Chibi Robo. Yeah, something tells me I'm going to have to get that game one way or another, man. Dancing, singing, and whistling. That's what I wanted to hear, man. Yeah, I've been watching some videos on it, and it just looks like it's right up my alley. I'm going to play the shit out of that game. And I'm going to play the shit out of Donkey Kong 64 again. I don't even know what time it is, dude. Okay, there we go. All right, y'all. Well, I'll leave y'all with that. I just wanted to check in. And onward we march. Until next time, boyos. God bless. Let's productive it. Peace out.